Welcome. In this short tutorial, you're going to learn how to use diigo to use the library and your groups to create shared bookmarks. First, let's start with how to create a group, and then later you can create a bookmark to share with the group. You'll log in and select Create a Group from My Groups. And you'll name it, and that name is going to create a group URL. You can alternately add a description if you'd like. You can tag it in schools and education, and I recommend public, list, open, and all, and then create your group. You'll get a success message where you can invite people, or you can go back into the group and you can select invite people from the group settings. There's two ways I recommend, and it does depend on what the person used to set up their site. You can invite people through their Laverne EDU email or through the email that they use to create their site. Now a little bit about adding bookmarks to your own library. First, here's a quick overview. The My Library section of diigo has all the bookmarks and photos and notes that you've taken on the library page. In order to add one, you'll first need to have visited a site because you need to get the URL of the site that you want, and then it'll store here. Here's a quick look at the edit. There's the link. You can add annotations there, tags, as well as adding to lists that you've created or adding to the group that you created already. In this case, I have Rock Team 1. So let's do those steps again slowly. I've gone to one of my favorite sites, edutopia.com, and I went into the blogs and I looked at educational trends. I found something here by one of my favorite bloggers and authors. You might recognize her name, Vicky Coolcat, and she has a recent blog post about social media. So I'm going to link to it. And then in the browser window, you're going to want to copy the URL from the browser. And then you'll go back to diigo and choose the Add button in My Library. Select Bookmark from the list. And first you'll paste the URL you just copied. And it's going to add a little bit of data here depending on the site, but you can add and change this with your annotation. Adding some tags is kind of nice. They've given some choices here. So let me do social media, education, technology, and Edutopia. And then I'm going to share this to the group. So I'll use this one, Ed 407. And then finally I select Add New Bookmark. Now you'll see it's now at the top of my list. And I want to see right there, you can see it's in that education group. And I'll go back over to the My Groups area. I'll go into the group, and there's my new link, as well as the annotations that I added. And this is where they will last or live for your whole group. The very last thing you'll need to know is how to make your own list and get the permalink that you can send in. So go back to your library. At the bottom left, you'll see List. Press that button. If you would name your list and have your first name in it, so I'll know each person, and then put the tool or trend that you researched. And then go back to your 5 links, and you'll choose the Edit button and go back in, and now that Add a List, you can go ahead and put in your list that you created. Save that. And make sure you have at least 5 with annotations. Now here we'll go back in. I think I've got 2 in here. So you'll see my 2 listed. So now you need to get the permalink that you're going to put into Blackboard. So go to the upper left corner and you'll see the little share button, the little arrow in the rectangle. Click on that And then from those choices, you want the top one, Permalink. So you'll have to click right on top of it. And then you're going to copy and paste that link and submit that into Blackboard. And that's what you'll need to do to use diigo social bookmarking.